It's time for this week's episode of Brandon Sports Talk, featuring in-depth interviews from those who are trending in the world of athletics. And now, here's the host of Brandon Sports Talk, Brandon Pate.
Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege to interview Mike Katos, the owner of Playing the Field, a sports dating website. How are you doing today?
Doing good, Brandon. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Can you talk about how you knew that you wanted to start a sports dating app?
Yeah, so the original concept came from using dating apps and found myself constantly scrolling through profiles in an effort to find people that were wearing, a jersey in their profile picture or a mention of some sort in their bio of a favorite team or a favorite sport. And it just felt like a very cumbersome chore and task just to keep scrolling through. And with the rise of all these different specialized communities, I found it really, difficult to believe that there was not one for sports fans, and there was not. And I just made it my mission to go and create something that resonated with the sports fan lifestyle.
What does your sports dating service offer?
Yeah, so right now, the dating app is in beta. You can find it at playthefielddating.com. We're always looking for additional beta users. It's only available on the web at the very moment. We're working on the native versions, and the goal is to have a one-stop platform for anybody that's a sports fan to connect with other sports fans that share in their lifestyle for any kind of social reason ever, that you could think of, whether it's to find a friend to go to a game with, last minute, or to, join a softball league, join a flag football, even somebody to join your fantasy football team or league rather, and then to find their most valuable partner, as we like to say, or their MVP, and a romantic connection, built off of that shared core love of sports.
How did you come up with the name of your business, Playing the Field?
Yeah, so I mean, I was just rummaging around in my head, just brainstorming. I'm like, well, if I were to create a sports fan dating app, what would I name it? And I was just thinking, the fact that you play sports. So I figured, the first thought that came to mind was like playing for love, and I thought that was too cheesy, and then it just naturally transitioned into playing the field, and I saw it was available and went out there, trademarked the name, and off and running since then.
What are some of your future plans with the dating app?
Yeah, so we, like I said, we wanna really make it very easy for people to get together for any types of reasons, even have like cornhole tournaments or basketball tournaments. Eventually, get into you know get in partnerships with some teams and have speed dating at the ballpark, um, through playing the field and working with individual teams as well. So that's really the grand old picture, is just to help people enhance their fanning experience. And we want to help teams keep fans engaged, and we want to help fans get engaged to each other.
Of course, with being in the data process, what has the results been with your app?
Yeah, so right now, we have a very minimal user base. Really, it's been very spread out throughout the United States. So there's not one focused market right now, but people have the people that have used it have liked it, and we're working on. So you have behind me, I don't know if this is going to be on video at all, but you have a picture of what the profile would look like. We are in the process of changing up the design a little bit, but everyone has a profile in the shape of a trading card, and their team in a non-copyright infringing way is showcased on the front of this card. The card, which is the Yankees colors, and we want to just make it a lot easier for people to really know right off the bat who they're looking to say they like or dislike based on their favorite teams.
Of course, what are some of the questions that you put on the dating profile so people know who are teams that they like and dislike?
Yeah, so they have the option to put in favorite teams. They have the options to put in a bio. Other than that, we haven't rolled out the questions yet, but there will be some personality assessments and really geared towards that sports side, but also that's not all that person's about. So we want to make sure we add some questions about just generic things that people want to know.
What are some of your future plans when it comes to the playing in the field?
The playing the field brand, honestly, we want to just be a sports company through and through. We want to help bring youth, help out youth programs as much as possible. Maybe have like a beer brand one of these days as well. Playing the field beer line, merchandise. Like I said, getting into those stadiums and working with some teams. That's really the main goal that we would like to achieve. And maybe even have a stadium named after us. That one's the the high goal.
Of course, when it comes to launching the app, when is your ideal time to launch the app?
Yeah, we're working diligently. We want to try to have the native apps, the downloadable app store apps available by NFL kickoff this year.
What advice would you have somebody looking to start their own sports dating app or business?
Well, I mean, I went into this with, little to no knowledge about apps in the sports industry, whatever. I just pretty much, I used my passion to propel me forward and keep learning every single day. You just got to get 1% better every day. If you want to do it, then do it. That's the only advice anyone can really give. Nobody's gonna do the work for you. You have to go out there, see how it's been done successfully before, see how people have failed before, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna have to do something and change some things up. But only you really know what the next step is gonna be. But the first step is, to not really plan things out, but just execute on things, and if it works, keep it going. If it doesn't work, then change it up.
Where can my listeners find the course Playing in the Field at on social media and in the App Store if it's there?
Yeah, so it's not on the App Store yet, but on all social media, we are at Play the Field Now on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok, all at Play the Field Now. And then our website is playthefieldnow.com, where you could even go to meetsports.fans.
Thank you again, Mike, for your interview, and best of luck in your future with Playing in the Field, the sports dating app.
Thank you very much, Brandon.
You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Facebook at Brandon Sports Talk, Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talk_Brandon, and you can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, Mike, for your interview, and best of luck.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.